single day.
Now to protests in Alabama over a shooting at a mall on Thanksgiving night. Police now admit that the 21-year-old who they shot and killed was likely not the gunman.
ABC's Lindsay Davis joins us now with what his grieving parents are saying about their son being shot and then apparently wrongly identified as the suspect. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning, guys. The family of 21-year-old Amantic Bradford Jr. is calling his death on Thanksgiving an assassination. Their attorney says that the Hoover police jumped to conclusions by assuming that Bradford was a criminal simply because he was a black man with a gun. And police say the real gunman is still at large.
An impassioned plea from a mother just days after her son was gunned down in an Alabama mall on Thanksgiving.
It feels like someone has ripped my heart out. My heart hurts for my child.
A tragic end to a chaotic night where 2 others were shot, including a 12-year-old girl. Speaking for the first time with ABC News, April Pipkins and Amantic Bradford Sr. are demanding answers after police announced an unlikely suspect in the shootings, their son, 21-year-old Amantic Fitzgerald Bradford Jr., known as EJ.
They just went to rusted judgment on national TV. A killer.
After videos surfaced of people running and ducking from gunfire, police issued a statement saying Bradford Jr. was the shooter. Less than 24 hours later, police retracted that statement. In a press release, Hoover police saying new evidence now suggests that while Mr. Bradford may have been involved in some aspect of the altercation, he likely did not fire the rounds that injured the 18-year-old victim. Bradford, who briefly trained with the Army, died hours after his mother saw him that Thanksgiving morning. She says she found out about his death on social media.
That is no way to learn of your child's death. That's not fair. That's not humane.
Police say Bradford was carrying a gun when the shooting broke out, but protesters who came out in support of Bradford say it's about more than the gun.
A black life taken away. A black man literally gave his life for this country, for them to take it away from it.
We definitely will get justice for our child. So no other parent should have to go through this.
An attorney for the family says that Bradford was licensed to carry a concealed firearm. His parents will hold a press conference later this morning with their attorney to demand that police release videos of the incident. They say that witnesses have come forward saying Bradford was actually trying to wave people away from the shooter. They believe that the video will confirm this. So many things that are disconcerting about this, but finding out that your son was killed on social media.
It's just too much. Awful. Thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Mall shooter gets away after police show up and kill different man who reportedly stopped him. According to an attorney for the victim's family, a 21-year-old good guy with a gun was shot by police as he attempted to defuse a shooting in the mall. By Matt Agarist, November 26, 2018. Hoover AL on Thanksgiving night, an armed assailant opened fire inside an Alabama shopping mall, shooting an 18-year-old male and a 12-year-old girl. Shortly after the shots rang out, a Hoover police officer engaged a man with a gun, opened fire, and killed him. Police then released a statement championing their officer and patting themselves on the back for stopping a potential mass shooting. But the man they shot was not the shooter. On Friday, police issued the following statement describing what happened. 2 males engaged in a physical altercation on the second-floor concourse area of the Riverchase Galleria, near the entrance to the foot action. During the fight, one of the males produced a handgun and shot the other male twice in the torso. 2 uniformed Hoover police officers providing security at the mall were in close proximity and heard the gunshots. While moving toward the shooting scene, one of the officers encountered a suspect brandishing a pistol and shot him. That individual, a 21-year-old male from Hueytown, was pronounced dead at the scene. After this original statement, however, police were forced to retract it and quickly issued an update. Authorities initially thought Amantic Fitzgerald Bradford Jr., known as EJ, was the shooter, but he was not. Late Friday, after they already assassinated his character, police changed their story, saying that while Bradford was involved in some aspect of the altercation and was armed with a handgun, he likely did not fire the rounds that injured the two others. We regret that our initial media release was not totally accurate, but new evidence indicates that it was not, Hoover Police spokesman Captain Greg Rector said. The police were forced to issue the retraction so quickly, not in the name of transparency, but for the public's safety because the real gunman is still at large. Not only did they assassinate his person but they truly assassinated his character, high-profile attorney Benjamin Crump said at a news conference. The officer saw a black man with a gun and he made his determination that he must be a criminal. According to Crump, Bradford was standing over the wounded 18-year-old victim, trying to defuse the situation when police shot first and asked questions later because he was a black man. As ABC News reports, Crump said Bradford was carrying a handgun but was licensed to do so. Alabama is an open carry state, meaning he did not require a permit to openly carry the handgun, as long as it was holstered. Bradford was honorably discharged from the Army due to an injury, according to his parents, who clutched a photo of him in uniform during an interview with ABC News Saturday and at the news conference on Sunday. On Sunday, protesters gathered at the mall to demand justice for EJ. View this post on Instagram. A romantic Fitzgerald Jr. of Hueytown, Alabama. I said his name today. Thank you to Leo and Habes for standing beside me. Love. 1. Another. Hashtag them hashtag Alabama. A post shared by Aaron Shaw Street, at Aaron Shaw Street, on November 24, 2018 at 11:37 a.m. PST. Bradford's family said his death left them shocked and devastated. EJ was a devoted son and brother, who dedicated his life to serving his country and always doing the right thing. As we continue to grieve, rest assured, that we are working diligently with our legal team to determine exactly what happened and why this police officer killed our son. We will never forget EJ, and ask for your continued prayers during this incredibly difficult time. This case is similar to a story from earlier this month in which a good guy with a gun was killed by police. The tragedy unfolded earlier this month after a hero security guard stopped what was quickly becoming a deadly mass shooting, only to be shot by police moments later. Police. Jemal Roberson, 26, was working security at a local nightclub when his heroism got him killed. In both cases, the NRA remained entirely silent.
Hey Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.